Hey, it's Matt with the Landmines. Hey, today I want to start with a story, and it's about a kid that goes to his grandparents' house one day, and he goes there and he's sitting there with his grandpa, and they're talking about life and different things, and his grandpa wants to teach him something. His grandpa wants to teach him patience. Okay, now so they go out to the field. They grow corn. They grow tomatoes. They grow different crops for different things, and the point is the grandfather wanted to teach the grandson how patience works, how things work in life, how this world is not instant gratification and you have to have patience. And so what the grandfather did was he planted a seed in the ground. He planted the seed and they watered it, and the kid came back a couple days later and like, there's nothing there, Grandpa, there's nothing there, what's going on? I don't think we did it right, I think something's going wrong. And the grandfather just says, patience, we need to have patience. It's doing its thing, it's growing in its own way, but we have to have patience and understanding to let that seed grow and mature into a sprout and then into a crop. So the kid says, alright, he's trying to understand it and trying to grasp it, but it comes to about a week later and he's still looking and there's nothing there yet. And there's nothing coming up, and Grandpa, we did something wrong. Grandpa, there's something that's not right with this seed. It's not growing right. And the grandpa sits and says, patience. We have to have patience. And about a week or two later, the grandson had went home, and the grandfather called his son up on a stream, like Facebook Live or something, and he showed him that seed that they had planted had sprouted, and the kid was amazed because he understood now that nothing comes overnight, nothing comes with instant gratification, and if it does, it's not a good thing. And so in life we need to have patience. We need to learn to have patience. And the greatest thing about this story is a couple months later the grandfather did the same thing. And what he did was he brought his phone out to the crops where all the seeds were planted, and he showed his grandson the whole field that now was all fully matured, about to be harvested. And so he taught his grandson a lesson through a simple seed. And I think that's where most lessons are taught from. But this is an analogy, a metaphor for how patience works, and how you might not see what's happening under the surface. You might not see what's going on, but you will see the growth. If it's good fruit, you're gonna get, or if it's good vegetation, you're gonna get good vegetation. If it's not, it's not gonna work. But the thing is you have to have patience in order to get farther, get to where you need to be, get to the level of patience in your own life, and this goes into your own life, and how us having patience is so important, and learning patience, and the act of caring, the act of love, the act of showing this plant love, caring about it, watering it, treating it right, talking good to it, having a conversation with the plant. People might think you're crazy, but that plant actually receives that frequency and that energy. And this has been proven through water crystals and different tests that they've done. Now, the understanding of patience and value, or the understanding of patience, will bring so much value to your life. It will help you learn, it'll help you understand, it'll help you lose anxiety, because most of anxiety is coming from, expecting the future, or thinking about the past, or worrying about something in the present moment you have no control over, like that seed, how it wasn't grown at that present moment. But within a couple months it was ready to harvest, and it was a full grown seed. And this is amazing. This is something we need to teach our kids, our grandkids, our family and friends, that, because I think a lot of people know and understand this, but they forget the value of patience and how long it can take to create something. If you're on a journey and you're trying to be, an entrepreneur, or you're trying to start a, business, or you trying to help someone do a non, like where you're not getting paid, and you're helping on other people out, nonprofit organizations. There's all sorts of things that if you start, it's going to be on a small scale, and you're going to almost think it's impossible. But if you look at small steps and goals to get to where you want to go in your life, I think this is the most important thing that we have as human beings. So the three factors: patience, time, and caring and loving, is the three things that you need to be able to grow. To be able to grow without, quitting and giving up. Because you have to understand, anything good comes in time. So patience, time, and caring and loving is the three most things that are going to help you build and succeed at your goals and what you're trying to do in life. Because nothing good is going to come overnight. I can promise you that. Nothing good will come overnight unless it's given to you. And if it's given to you, then it's nothing good. So the value of patience, time, and understanding that things take time. Things take time to grow. The understanding of this can help you so much in your life. And I think it's so valuable that we understand the caring and loving part too that has to come along with it. Because if you want that plant to grow, you have to water it, you have to care about it, you have to give it time to grow, to mature, to grow, and then eventually it's ready to harvest. Now, this is one of the most important, valuable lessons I think that I've learned in my life, is patience. Because without patience, life can be tough, and especially in these days and times, we have to have patience, we have to have love, caring, and we have to understand time. And one thing I want to talk about time, and I really want, it's going to be real quick, but if you think about this, okay, when you're on a drive going somewhere, right? Why does the time that you drive there take so much longer than when you get in the car to go home after you've done that thing that you wanted to do? Anticipation, excitement. So you're more focused on the time, and you're not using your patience. So, but afterwards, time just flies. All of a sudden you're home, and it's like, so there's something with time that we might not fully understand, that time can be stretched, time can be warped into what you, and it's how you make it. If you let your mind warp time, you can warp time. And it's really, it might sound really funny what I'm saying, or it might sound crazy or far-fetched, but think about it. When you get in a car to drive somewhere that you're excited to, it takes forever. But when you're done and get in that car to go home, it just flies by and it's done. Like you're home and you're like, holy crap, the time just flew. Why is that time so much different than the same time? Because you drove the same distance. Why is it different? This is a very valuable lesson too. And I think time, patience, love, caringness is some of the most important things that we need to learn as human beings to advance ourselves, to create better dreams, better goals, better vision, and to believe in ourselves, to have that love in ourselves, and have the patience to grow and not kick ourselves in this and that, and understand that life takes time. Life is a process. Life does not come, like you're going to go through so many hard times, and not one person in this world will not go through hard times. So I can tell you this: patience, love, time, caring, all these things, very important. I hope you got something from this. If you like this channel, if you like my content, hey, hit that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. And I hope you got something from this. Please like, share. I really appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.